Hey everyone, it's Crody. If you played the Sonic Racing Crossworlds beta, you may have known that most of the tracks in Crossworlds were mostly Sonic themed, and that is kind of boring to me. Sega and Sonic Team have said that there are at least 24 different tracks and 15 Crossworlds when the game launches sometime this year. So, in this video, we're going to try to predict or just theorize the rest of the Crossworlds list that will be in the game when it launches. So let's go. In the Sonic Racing Crossworlds beta, the 5 Crossworlds we got to play around with was Roulette Road from Sonic Heroes, Sky Road from Team Sonic Racing, Kraken Bay and Dinosaur Jungle from Sonic and the Secret Rings, and lastly, Magma Planet from an old Sega game called Galaxy Force. I think it's funny how we got a lot of Secret Rings love into the Crossworlds. And while on the note of the storybook games, I think Camelot Castle or Misty Lake from Sonic and the Black Knight would be insane because of the giant castle structures and landscape around will look beautiful in the Unreal Engine, I think. We all know Sonic Team is scared of one game from the franchise, and that game is Sonic 06. And I think Kingdom Valley or Radical Train would be super awesome to have since they're both very iconic places in Sonic 06. And I think they would have some beautiful scenery with all the mountains and having them as different ways to go into boat mode and plane mode flying around the levels. The next Sonic game we can have be represented could be Kronos Island from Sonic Frontiers, because I could see them doing something like they did with Shadow Generations where they take specific set pieces from the island and connect them to make a cohesive level, and I think it would be a great kart mix with boat Crossworld like how Dinosaur Jungle is in the game. There's a quick little break here to make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying this video, and give the video a like since both support me a lot. So let's get back to the predictions. These next picks will be kind of speed picks, but let's drift off a bit from the Sonic stuff. I didn't even mean to make that a joke, really. Like how Magma Planet is from an old Sega IP, this next Crossworld is kind of a me pick, but I would love a Crossworld or even just a stage from Jet Set Radio. And I think bringing back Shibuya Downtown from Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing would be awesome to have as a city-like Crossworld since it's been in every Sonic racing game. Sorry, Team Sonic Racing, you do not count. This next Sega IP has been in every Sonic game as well so far, and we would have to bring in Monkey Ball, right? I'm pretty sure everyone wants Monkey Ball back in the games, because who doesn't love Monkey Ball? I think just a new stage in the Monkey Ball style would be very cool to me. We went to old Sega IPs with Jet Set Radio and Monkey Ball, but why not go into old Sonic Team IPs? That's not Sonic related, and Sonic Team is making Sonic Racing Crossworlds now. Why not bring back a Billy Hatcher stage to celebrate the history of early 3D Sonic Team? So look, this next pick is going to be a bit delusional and will probably never happen, but it would be awesome to get a Persona-themed Crossworld, since they could use Crossworlds to show some love to any IP that Sega owns. And for the last Sega-themed stage, we'd have to go to Samba de Amigo, since they brought Samba back a few years ago with his own game Samba de Amigo Party Central, that was released on the Switch, and it just wouldn't feel like a Sonic racing game without some Samba de Amigo representation with a Crossworld. That's all for the old Sega picks, so let's speed back to theorizing the Sonic franchise to finish off the last 2 Crossworlds. As Water Palace is from the Sonic Rush series as a main stage, why not add Plant Kingdom from the sequel game Sonic Rush Adventure as a Crossworld to get even more Sonic Rush love into the game, as I think that would look amazing with the plant life and stage design with the giant vines and plant stems to avoid while we're in the plane mode. And now, for the last Crossworld, and this should be a given, I think it should be a throwback to the first ever Sonic racing game, Sonic R, with a Rainbow Road-like Crossworld being Radiant Emerald, as I think it would be very pretty driving around the Rainbow Emerald-like stage and flying through space with a fantastic view of the crystals floating around, and maybe even trying to avoid them while in the plane mode. And those are my predictions for the rest of the Crossworlds that Sonic Team could potentially put into the game when it launches sometime soon. And I think this game is going to be a huge success. But anyways, thank you all for watching, it definitely means a lot. Consider doing all the YouTube stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. See y'all.